Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, this is your boy Eric McKinley, and I'm coming to you live from right here in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm at my office. I know it's early. I'm here early. I'm moving around. Hey, we're located at 1345 Garner Lane, Building 101, Suite A. That's 1345 Garner Lane, Building 101, Suite A. We are UOY Financial Coaching Services LLC, and we are more than happy to help you with your business needs, business credit, business startup, any type of financial analysis, things like that. So we got an array of services that we actually help with. But what I want to talk to you this morning about is one thing that people really, I think should understand and they should know before they jump out there and do some things that they really not ready for. Okay, so this is Start Provoking Thursday. Okay, Start Provoking Thursday. If you see this video, if you see this information, jump on, drop your city and your state. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and like it and share it if it makes sense to you. Um, Listen, guys, if you know me, if you have heard me talk or share information, you know I'm a pretty straight upfront person. And that's really the only way I know how to be. So this is not going to be a kind and gentle uh, transmission. This is going to be a straight up transmission. I see people all the time talking about, um, it's all about the delivery. But I'm gonna stick with the truth because that's really all I know. So hopefully you can deal with the truth. If not, then it's not my fault because the truth is the truth. It's the same truth that I had to learn, and it's the same truth that everybody else learns, and it's not a changing thing. Truth does not change. I don't care how you say it, how you how you how you deliver it. I guess it's pretty much how you receive it. But the truth is the truth. So it's a lot of people out here that want to invest. Okay, and Uh, I'm not an investment expert. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not anything of the sort. But I'm gonna share something with you that I know. Um, that everything in life has steps and it has tiers. Okay, we teach financial literacy. That's what we do. We teach financial literacy. And inside the financial literacy aspect, hey, good morning, millionaire. Thanks for jumping on. Inside of financial literacy, there's steps that you need to take. So I need you to understand this, and this is for everybody, whether you're involved in what I'm currently doing, whether you're thinking about getting involved in what I'm doing, or whether you're in another opportunity. Before you take your money and go out to invest, whether it be in stocks, whether it be in trading, whether it be in real estate, whatever it is, before you do that, there are some things that you want to make sure you got covered before you do that. And to me, it's common sense. But to everybody else or certain people, it may not be that way. So allow me to shed some light on um, what I get a lot from lot of different people. Like I said, this ain't gonna be no kind and gentle conversation because somebody's gonna get ticked off about what I say. That's not my intent. However, people don't like a lot of times people don't like hearing the truth. Listen, you ain't ready to invest if you in debt. Bottom line up front. Okay. If you got debt up to here, your priorities should not be investing. You should be switching your priorities. You should be shifting your priorities. The first thing you should be thinking about, if you're in debt up to here, investing should be the last thing that you're thinking about. If you're struggling living paycheck to paycheck, stop falling for these simple minded um fly by night, I'm gonna get rich overnight opportunities. Because a lot of them are not opportunities. Bottom line is, guys, if you're in debt, you need to first increase your cash flow. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to increase your cash flow. And in order to increase your cash flow, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do a couple of things, okay? In order for your cash flow to go up, there are some things that's going to have to go down. Believe it or not, people don't want to talk about this, but taxes, your taxes are going to have to go down. Whether you have a job or whether you have a business, bottom line, you got to lower your taxes. You got to minimize your taxes. That's the first thing, okay? Lowering your taxes. If you got a job, the first thing you should be looking at is how your W-4 is filled out. If it's filled out incorrectly, 9 times out of 10, depending on how much money you're paying in taxes, you can legally bring more money into your household. And that's going to alleviate some of the pressure of you living paycheck to paycheck because you're in debt. Investing should be in the forefront, but it should not be right now, right here. The next thing you need to understand is lowering your taxes. You need to look at minimizing your expenses. If you have $250 worth of satellite TV or cable, and you're not at home, and you're at work 8, 9, 10, 12 hours a day, why do you have all that? Not judging, I'm just saying. You want to talk about investing, and I'm trying to show you how to get out from under a pile of rubble, right? So check it out. Minimize the taxes on your job, your current situation. Minimize your taxes. That's your W-4 if you have a job. You need to understand the importance and the power of that and how that can bring back that positive cash flow. Cash flow, bring more money back into your household instead of more going out. Minimize those expenses. If you don't need that iPhone for right now, get rid of it. Real talk. Get a phone, yes. Get something that you can actually afford to keep, not afford to buy. You got a $400 phone bill and you got a lifestyle that doesn't dictate that. So minimize your expenses, guys. Minimize your expenses. Then you can start working on some of that debt and maybe getting it under control first, right? And I skipped the whole part. You got to have an emergency fund, because if you go straight from I'm living paycheck to paycheck in debt, now I'm going to take some additional money and start investing. What happens if an emergency comes up? If an emergency comes up, then you're back in the same situation. Swiping credit cards, getting loans, borrowing money from people. So in order to understand how you should be managing your finances, and this is just recommendations. This is not going to be, like I said, a lot of people, sitting on Facebook, they're on social media, they're trying to win you over. I'm not trying to win you over, guys. I'm trying to help you save yourself. I'm trying to help you save yourself because you got to understand this truth. A lot of people don't want to hear. If you're living paycheck to paycheck today, investing money, going into, and nothing against it, guys. I'm not an expert, but going into Forex and trying to learn how to trade and going into these companies where you got to actually go out there and sell, you need to first manage your finances. Because if you take any more money out of your household to actually start trying to get more money in without understanding how finances work, you're just going to dig a hole deeper and deeper and deeper. Getting more money into your possession is what you want to do. So you want to increase your cash flow, whatever you need to do. Dave Ramsey, and I'm not a fan of him. I'm not an advocate for Dave Ramsey, but Dave Ramsey has a point when he says, hey, look, go through your closets, go through your garage, go through things that you don't need, minimize those things. Minimize it and get you some cash flow. Create yourself an emergency fund because you're going to need it. Minimize those taxes. You're going to need that, okay? Minimize those taxes. Minimize those expenses. That's going to be important. Go through the house and change your light bulbs. Stop leaving the shower running for, 30 minutes before you get in the shower. Yes, people do that. Stop eating out all the time. Minimize the money going out. Stop just buying junk. That is how you take control of your finances. Once you have mastered or you have a control of your finances, you minimize your taxes, you minimize your expenses, you have an emergency fund, you're minimizing your debt till you can actually delete it. Now You need to have some type of business income, guys. An income producing asset that's going to allow you to put yourself and your family in a better financial situation. Running out there to go invest in the next biggest stock or the next biggest gadget or widget and not having your finances in order is setting yourself up for failure. Now you're looking for somebody else to tell you something different, or you may be looking for a different messenger, or you may be looking for the message to come a little bit smoother. So let me try this one, right? If you don't understand the importance of taking control of your finances, nothing's going to change in your finances. If you're currently living paycheck to paycheck and you want to do something about it, investing is not the first answer. See, I said the same thing, but it doesn't matter because the truth is the truth. People come to me all the time and say, you know what? Tell me about the investment education that you guys talking about. Well, my question to you is, tell me about your finances. Tell me about your finances. How much do you have in your emergency fund? How much taxes are you paying on your child? What type of expenses do you have? Let's do a financial analysis. Let's go through the cash flow strategies. Let's look at your debt, your bills, and your expenses. Let's look at all that. Nobody wants to do that. See, you have to write these things down. You have to annotate these things. You have to make them plain so you can actually see where you need to start. Nobody just starts the race in the middle of the race. It does not happen. Stop trying to go from 0 to 10 without hitting 1 through 9. It doesn't happen. You miss a lot of in-betweens because there's some growing pains that's going on out there. And myself, along with the professionals that I partner with, we are doing our best to try to help you to alleviate those growing pains, but you gotta take the steps. It's a process. Nothing happens without a process. This hat wasn't made without a process. This board wasn't made without a process. None of this stuff happens overnight, but it can happen. It can happen one night. One night it can happen. One morning you wake up, things are done. But you got to start here. You got to start with the way you think about it. See, this is Thought Provoking Thursday, and every Thursday I come out with something because somebody has opened my eyes, and this happens every day. I can have a thought provoking every day, but somebody says something. I remember one individual, very well spoken, very articulate. They're not living check to check. They have money, and the first thing they want to do was I want to start making my money work for me. Great. Kudos. Let's talk about this. Let's take us a month. Let's take us a month and look at your finances. Let's see where you are financially. Oh no, I'm good. So what's your plan? What's your financial plan in case your job decides to let you go? What happens if you walk into work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, and they say, you know what? Thanks, but you've been a great help, but we don't need you anymore. You still got to have a plan, guys. You still got to have a plan. No successful person has become successful and continues to be successful without a plan. So before you start into the stock market, before you start playing with these penny stocks and going into exchange and trading and Forex and things that are dealing with real estate, before you start doing that stuff, get your financial affairs in order, please. Please. That's the lightest way I can say it, man. You want somebody who's going to tell you the truth. You don't want to walk out in the middle of the road in the interstate and actually trying to cross the interstate from one side to the other and have the chance of getting hit and somebody just watches you. Stop looking for the truth to soothe or massage your ego. You ain't ready. It takes steps. It's a process. Hey, man, my name is Eric McKinley, man. And like I always say, when you know better, you can do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is applied knowledge. Applied knowledge. Not just reading a book, you got to apply it to your life. We're here to assist if you want. And if you don't like my delivery, go get somebody else that's out there that's gonna coddle, hold hands. That's not me. I don't do that. I'm shooting straight. Okay. If you want to change, you have to set your mindset up to change. If not, everything's gonna stay the same. Get with me or not, or get with the person that shares this information with you. At the end of the day, you got to have a plan. You need to have a financial plan before you jump off and just put yourself in the worst financial situation. Hey guys, you have an awesome Thursday. I'm getting ready to hit the road in a minute. I got some things I need to do. I appreciate you guys for jumping on, all my business partners, everyone who sees this. Please, if you found some value, like, share. Feel free to drop a comment. Okay, drop a comment. I'm not opposed to actually hearing how you actually feel about me or my delivery. It's not about me at this point. It's about you. Okay, so drop a comment, like, share, get with the person that shares this information with you so you can get yourself together today. Happy Thursday, everybody.